Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Dana, and I'm going to be talking on behalf of the small business owners in the state of Washington. As you all know, we are going through a pandemic that we just can't hear enough about. However, on a lighter note, our governor, Jay Inslee, has decided to keep us shut down until the end of May 31st. But as you all know, if you've been reading the news or watching the news and reading the paper, he's going to do 4 phases. So he wants 2 weeks in between each phase, and 4 phases, that puts us to the beginning of July. So what does that look like for small businesses? Well, it doesn't look good. Most of them are shutting their businesses for good, knowing they're never going to reopen again. We have businesses that have been here for 30 years. That's a pretty big footprint in Seattle. 30 years, and they're not coming back from this. And that's sad. And that doesn't give us much hope for the small businesses at all, if you think about it. But I guess on a lighter note, when a small business or any business closes, there's going to be somebody right around the corner to open a new one up. So I guess we can look at it in a positive light. Granted, I know we're all sad and the economy sucks and we don't know if it's going to get any better, but things will get better. And that's what we have to keep telling ourselves here in Washington State, that it will get better and it will get better for everyone. Now, back to what we can do in the state of Washington over these 4 phases that the governor has laid out is in phase 1, we are going to continue to stay home and stay healthy. Okay? And we're going to be able to enjoy some outdoor recreational, hunting, fishing, golfing, boating, hiking, but nothing overnight. No camping, I think the rule was boating. If you get into a boat, you can only have family members in it, or it can't be more than 2 or 3 people, and it's only for daytime use. So, as we are all sacrificing things in life, only essential travel. Essential businesses will remain open, such as plumbers, electricians, healthcare workers, people that are building things for the military, stuff like that. Landscaping happens to be essential, believe it or not. Also, the marijuana shops here are essential, so they have been open and will remain open. Now, retail, they're going to be doing curbside pickup only, which I think is going to be interesting, to say the least. But, I guess it's getting people back to work. That's the main point. And then, of course, he's going to reopen the car washes. Yes, our governor shut down the car washes in Washington State and roped them off so nobody could wash their vehicles. Most of us live in a townhome in our apartment here because it's a big city, so it's been difficult. And you can walk your pet. That's in phase 1 too. So let's start walking our animals again. Now, in phase 2, all outdoor recreation involving fewer than 5 people, like camping, beaches, is going to be acceptable. It looks like they're going to be limited for non-essential travel within a proximity of your home. So he's probably going to end up giving like a certain mileage point. We're going to keep, the manufacturing. New construction will start back up. Yay! That'll be good because we're outside building, I think that's pretty important. But real estate will be able to start selling houses again. I know they're selling houses right now, but it's virtual, and I can't imagine buying a house virtually. I mean, everything on the internet is already hard to determine whether you want it or not. I can't imagine buying a house. That's crazy. But, restaurants are going to start to open up in phase 2, and that's the important thing. We need to get restaurants open because we have so many of them, and that's what drives our economy here is bars and restaurants, believe it or not. And then in phase 3, he's gonna, open up 50 people or less. And then, of course, he's going to let bars open up with a 25% capacity, which is better than nothing. And then we have phase 4 people who, it's going to be 50 plus people will be able to gather. And of course, then you're going to have your concerts, your nightclubs, your venues. You're going to still try to remain socially distant. I don't know how, but it's in there. So we need to, keep practicing that. But at the end of the day, here in Washington State, our small businesses are suffering, but there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There are 4 phases that we are going to continue to work towards, 2 weeks in between each phase. And hopefully, if all goes well and everybody plays by the rules, we will be open and ready to rock and roll before summer is over. Thank you and have a good night.